Congratulations. You're being rescued. Hello there. Only one Kenobi here. Only one. And if you watched my Christmas Eve video recently, I did a load of opening of figures for this series that I knew I had carded still, and this was one of them. And this was a figure I wasn't going to open, only because I have the 5POA one and he was doing a decent enough job on my Rogue One shelf. However, I changed my mind. I was just looking at the figure. Look, there he is articulated there. Great. I'll come back to that later. It's a great figure. I do not regret opening that. But I was just looking at all these other figures that I needed to open. And here's two of them there. Luke Skywalker, Stormtrooper, and Wolf. And there was a few others. Power Droid. All the ones I've just been reviewing. And just get this so there's no glare on him. I was looking at him and I was thinking to myself, my God, that is actually light years ahead or whatever, better than the 5POA one. The 5POA one looks good. You can't articulate it and it doesn't have all that weathering. And I had this really ingenious idea. It's not that genius really, but I'm sorry, I'm not happy with the fact that, that's better. You can sort of see it a bit more now. I'll look at the card back as well. I'll show you I've got the figure loose there. Anyway, I wasn't happy with the fact that, I had this genius idea that I could have the 5POA one and have him just as a regular one of these, because there were more than one in the movie. You saw K-2SO shoot one of them on Jeddah, and then there was another one stomping through Scarif, the base, which was shot in Canary Wharf. So I figured, well, I'm going to have the other one I've got and have him, well, I'll cut and show you, shall I? Check this out. So here's a load of Imperials here. A mix of, the bureaucrats there, and then you've got loads of TIE fighters. Stormtroopers are in another section with Vader. But in the back there, I've got my my old 5POA K-2SO, because look, man, there were more than one strategic analysis droids in the Imperial, in the army or whatever. So he's there because he looks a bit more dozy anyway, like the ones that were not reprogrammed, like K-2SO had a lot of personality. But that dope can just stand there in the back with all the others, you know what I mean? I like that. You can see the Imperial cog too. That's the way I've got it. So there you go. As mentioned, that's where I keep him now, and he sort of does a decent job there. I think I might even have another one carded. I could have two of them because there was more than one. Strategic analysis droids have only showed up in Rogue One thus far, but no doubt now we have learned that they are, members of the Imperial army. And do you know what? I tell you what, I wouldn't want to get on the wrong side of one of them. Obviously, they're not all programmed to be as vicious as this guy was, programmed by the rebels and attacked Imperials and in a vicious way. And he's tall as well, quite intimidating. But you never know. You might see them turn up in another film. But look, I've just got him in that one pose there. He's fully articulated. There are mostly hinges and swivels. Are they ball jointed? That's ball jointed. Just fantastic. Do you know what? I don't usually do this in this series, but I want to have a look at his articulation. In fact, if you really want to look at the articulation, go check out the Imperial communique. He does a really good review of this because he does it in stop motion animation. So it is a ball joint, effectively. That's a ball joint there. Is that ball joint there? Yes. I don't want to break him. I'm sure they're quite robust usually. Can't tell if that is, but it looks like a ball joint, that. But, sometimes plastic can be stiff. I don't want to overdo it. That's a ball joint. What an amazing figure that is. And there's me being partially maybe it's being tight, or I don't know what I was thinking. I had two of them anyway, so what have I got to lose? If I had just the one, I wouldn't have opened him. But when I see this one I'm keeping carded and then another one I'm keeping carded, I'm thinking, well, why have I got two carded? Part of you thinks, well, store it away, sell it in the future, if you want me to be brutally honest, but get him open. I've got a problem with Chirrut Imwe though. I'm not sure if I don't know if I want to open him because I'm really happy with the 5POA of him. Now he is good. And there's two 5POAs I've got loose of him. My problem is sometimes I hate opening figures that I've already got multiples of. And if the figure of whatever variety I have is decent enough, I'll stick with it. But with Chirrut Imwe, even Tim is saying, open it. Bosk's Bounty to the layperson. He's saying, you know, get that open. It's incredible. So I'll wait and see how I feel. But I've got these other two figures that they just do the job. I just don't feel much inspiration to open him. Whereas with this guy, I did feel an inspiration. He is completely different from the 5POA figure. Not only in articulation, but also the finish, the art, the paint job, everything like that. And also, the 5POA one hasn't gone to waste. I've used him in my Imperial Garrison. He's there, and he's doing a decent job. I love this guy, though. Talking about the character, amazing. Have I shown you the card? I can't remember. I think I have done. I did. Look at it again. Amazing character. Loads of good lines. For all that film gets stick for being stiff or whatever, too serious, or you can't relate to the characters. Who cares, man? It's a war film. It's about people who went in, sacrificed their life, and whatever. And there were some funny moments, and there were some good lines, and the characters looked good. And, you know, it's something different, isn't it? You know, God almighty, let it be as it is, a one-off. And there's a lot of people who, you know, I still cannot get to the bottom of the fact that Hello Greedo, I mean, everyone's entitled to their opinion and everything, but people like him who are massive OT fans, and Red Letter Media, and I love Red Letter Media, they are so funny. They clearly didn't like this film. But, you know, even Hello Greedo will say, you know, that he loves all Star Wars films. Hell, even I will, you know, like certain aspects of the sequel. Well, I mean, I like Force Awakens. I mean, The Rise of Skywalker. There's some elements I love. I think that's what he was trying to say. That's why they don't like Rogue One. They think it's missing chemistry in the character. But, you know, at the end of the day, it was just a lovely supplement to A New Hope, I felt. And he was awesome. Anyway, going back to the main point, K-2SO was great. I liked him a lot. Thank you very much for watching. I have been Only One Kenobi. Only One. I highly recommend you opening him. If you're someone like me who has two of them, get the other one open. Don't delay. Do it. He's an awesome figure, man. This has been Only One Kenobi. Only one. You're a rebel now. Out.